Is this, or is this not, the biggest carrot you have ever seen? Hi everyone, and welcome to Wing It Wednesdays, the show where I talk about life as a food blogger while cooking something up and having the occasional existential crisis. You can follow me on Instagram at TashCakesTaste, which is where I spend far too much of my time, and subscribe to my YouTube for more videos like these. And today I'm talking about authenticity, or lack of, on social media these days while cooking up a katsu curry using golden curry sauce mix. Please excuse my super wobbly clamp stand. I don't have a tripod, so I'm literally just using a shaky old clamp stand. It sucks, I need to get something better. Anyway, both today's topic and dish is inspired by when I posted a similar meal I'd made on my Instagram stories a while back using golden curry, and a fellow food blogger DM'd me to say that she'd never use a packet mix and that from scratch is always more authentic. And that got me thinking about authenticity in terms of what we count as authentic, the way we portray ourselves on social media, and why. Just a little word of warning about this curry I'm making before I continue with today's topic. I am making a shed load of vegetable curry, but only 2 katsu chicken cutlets. I think you could easily feed 6 with the way I'm making the curry. I just freeze the leftovers for another day, or 2 or 3. I love leftovers. Now about the blogger who DM'd me. For her, authenticity as a food blogger, or more specifically as a cooking blogger, is about never using shortcuts and always cooking from scratch, which is fair enough and fine for some. But for me personally, authenticity is openly admitting that sometimes I have the kind of day at work where, at the end of it all, I want to do is just throw a bunch of stuff in a pan all in one go. I think both takes are equally valid, and I try not to take her message as a personal dig at my authenticity or lack thereof. Translation: I highly action self took it very personally, and I was paranoid that everyone thought I was a fraud for the rest of the evening. But in this respect, authenticity can mean different things to different people, I guess. But let's take it at its absolute simplest meaning on social media, i.e. being your honest self and not being fake. And I don't just mean fake as in buying followers instead of gaining them through hard work and passion for your niche. I think everyone knows, unfortunately, that that's a thing now. And it's obvious on Instagram anyway when an influencer does that, because they'll have thousands and thousands of followers but no comments, etc. I mean fake as in not really caring about your subject or community, which can be far more insidious. I've already mentioned in a previous video that I hate the word influencer and all the negative connotations it has, but let's face it, it's the most all-encompassing word to use for people who create content about subjects that they enjoy on all kinds of social media channels and have a following of people who enjoy their content. It seems like everyone wants to be an influencer these days, but not always for wholesome reasons. For example, a genuine influencer posts about something because they enjoy it. They post high quality images or videos that have some kind of value that people can take from it, whether it's information or entertainment, and then people follow them because they either like what they see, relate to it, or both. The influence part then comes naturally because the influencer has built a community on trust and mutual interest. A fake influencer is one that just kind of likes what they're posting about, or isn't actually all that fussed about it at all, and is just there to farm followers, get free stuff, and make money. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with making money as an influencer. At the end of the day, it's a form of advertisement and PR, nothing more. And it is the best feeling ever to work with a brand you genuinely love and want people to know about. And it's nice to have your hard work appreciated with some moolah. I've done the occasional sponsored post on Instagram, and being completely honest, I hope that one day, if what I'm posting here on YouTube is valuable to people, I'll also be able to monetize with ads and have a little reward for my hours of planning, shooting and editing. But it's not a big secret, and I'm doing it because I genuinely have fun doing it. If I didn't, I simply wouldn't be here because life's just too short. But when you have an already fit beauty influencer getting paid to say that a brand of tea made them lose weight, or a lifestyle influencer posing with a burger that they'll throw away instead of eat because actually they have a strict diet to stick to, or a food blogger promoting gummy vitamins saying they'll keep you healthy during lockdown, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Pun only slightly intended. In any case, the influence they're giving out is based on misinformation at best and a lie at the worst. And that's not great. Now you can see I'm using the old finger knuckle method to measure the water in my rice after I've rinsed it 3 times. It's one of those weird things that shouldn't work, but it does. You just fill the water up until it reaches the first knuckle of your finger, and your finger has to be touching the surface of the rice. Weird, but works. Now I'm just about to don my onion goggles to chop my onion here, but I didn't realise that my phone cuts off after 10 minutes of filming, so I don't have any onion chopping footage, so sorry, straight to the potatoes. Who else experiences intense eye pain when chopping onions? I used to think it was normal, but apparently there are people that are more sensitive than others, and I'm apparently one of them. Now talking about off promotions, disingenuity in the influencer sphere doesn't stop there. Back when I started on Instagram as a casual user 6 years ago, I'd just get the occasional follow-unfollow from the odd bot, which as you probably know is when someone follows you in the hopes of you following back, but then immediately unfollowing you regardless of whether you follow them or not. Then brands started doing it, and now I'm getting as many as 10 new follow-unfollows every single day, but now it's sadly mostly from other food bloggers. Sometimes it's the same blogger over and over again, and some even DM me multiple times asking for a follow, many not even bothering to follow me first. Not that that would make me more likely to follow them, particularly if I had zero interaction with them in the first place. And you know what the most infuriating thing is? It's working. I've seen these new, aggressive bloggers springing up during lockdown, using these more than slightly underhand tactics to pump their numbers up. And it just screams of caring more about numbers than actual content and community. And at the same time, there have also been a lot more complaints from brands, particularly small ones, about bloggers asking them for free stuff in return for exposure. And worse, bloggers getting really rude when a brand says no. It's basically bullying. These are the kinds of people that end up in news articles who give the influencer industry a rotten name. And there are so many of them. And just FYI, I never ask for freebies and invites myself. It just doesn't feel right to me. Well, at least the good news is now that the onions are submerged in water, I can take my onion goggles off. Yay! No more burny. I really should have used a bigger pan though. Look at it! I can barely move it. Oh well, you live and learn, right? Brands aren't totally blameless though when it comes to approaching influencers and demanding a lot for a little in return, mind you. But I'll get into both of these sides of the coin in the next couple of Wing It Wednesday videos, as there's actually a lot more nuance to it than just influencers asking for free stuff and just brands refusing to pay for content. Do you want to hear about influencers asking for free stuff first, or brands not paying influencers first? Let me know down in the comments below. So are the golden years of social media well behind us, and is authenticity truly dead? Well, thankfully, no. Listen guys, wherever there is opportunity, there is exploitation. It's an unfortunate but constant reality of the animal kingdom, with us humans being the best and therefore the worst at it. But that doesn't mean that there's no longer any room for authenticity. Far from it, we need it more than ever now. And I've been heartened to see genuine, talented new bloggers growing steadily over the last few months, amongst all the charlatans and chancers. It's undeniably harder than it once was, but it's still possible, and very much needed. A little trick I'm doing here to test if the oil is hot enough is dropping one single breadcrumb into the oil. It's sizzling a little bit so that it's perfect, and I'm removing it now so I don't get one charred bit of breadcrumb at the bottom of the pan. And just listen to that sizzle in a minute, listen. Gorgeous sound. What does authenticity on social media mean for you, by the way? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think it even matters that much? Let me know. And also something I haven't seen anyone talk about before with regards to authenticity, the algorithm. On platforms like YouTube and Instagram, the algorithm chooses what it thinks you want to see for you. And while machine learning is all smart and impressive, it's far from perfect. So on the other end of things, followers and subscribers don't always get an authentic content experience themselves, because they're forced to rely on what the algorithm chooses to show them. Especially on Instagram, where your feed of other people that you follow is no longer chronological, so you can end up missing out on people's posts. But as we all know, we can't fight the algorithm, we just have to work with it, so there's nothing we can do in that respect. We just have to concentrate on our own authenticity. Thanks for watching and or listening. I hope you enjoyed today's video and found something in it useful. You can find all the ingredients that I used today listed below, as well as a link to my Instagram page, Tashcake's Tastes. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like more of these videos. Comment down below if you'd like me to talk about anything in particular, especially letting me know if you want to hear about influencers or brands for the next video, and I'll see you guys later. Stay safe, be nice, and have a good week.